Welcome back to the channel, buddy. Hope you're doing fine. We continue Rogue Trader, and as I said, first of all, level ups. That should be really fast, because we are not choosing anything, just some additional talent, which is fun. Yeah, it was a huge mistake to take 2 officers. But it is what it is.
Keep your wits about you.
As you know, this is first playthrough, walkthrough. And so I guess we're ready to go. Let's see what fate will bring us. Will we be able to save this ship? Oh my god, this would be so huge if we can take the ship instead of our own. Maybe it would be better. Salomon. Congratulations on the mission completion, Rogue Trader. On behalf of Adeptus Arbites, I extend my thanks of your cooperation. On a separate note, I'm grateful for your fire support as my squad advanced on lower deck. Your marksmanship timing, your shots on the fuel pipe give us significant advantage. Even Glider would have managed without my help. Actually, I do believe that Dog could have captured the ship all on its own. Yeah, I doubt that the Cybermaster for require command. Neither way, the Heartless is now yours as agreed. Nice. What can we do with that? Can we repair it? Yanris. Your Lordship, if you would permit me to interrupt, I'm pleased to inform you that the boarding team has presented most extraordinary gift to your dynasty. The heretics were keeping something of rare value in the hold. Our engineers have completed all the necessary rituals of cleansing. This trophy is now all yours. Stick gun, button, dual model macro battery, fireproof, ceramide plating. Short range, both side macro cannons with 2 outmost aiming modules, fire 2 shots dealing 21 damage per shot. Nice. And fireproof. Plating protects the vessel from harm, negotiating 5 damage on each side and reducing damage dealt by eternal fires by 50%. Okay. We also discovered a large supply of provision weapons and Xeno, the High Factorum catches himself, having seemingly just remembered Solomon presents and other valuables, which will be loaded into a flagship hold with extreme acidity. Okay, 3 provisions, 2 weapons, 2 Xeno attack. Back in the days when I was working at sea, there was actually different type of vessels I was working, and one of them was general cargo, which means it's having and bulk goods in bulk, and like in huge hold you just putting in bulk whatever, ores, coal, grain, whatever, and containers. So part of the containers, long story short, part of the containers was labeled like other goods. During the voyage, one of those containers was damaged and cracked open. Those other goods was actually, well, I guess I should not say that on YouTube, but eventually Captain decided to throw away all this stuff and to forget about this white powder. Of course, not whole the container, but part of it. But amount of questions was asked was actually enormous afterwards. And this actions actually saved us from big troubles, I guess. Okay, the ship itself is most impressive acquisition for Dynasty also. All it requires is some light repair works. What would you have to do with it? You could present it to our trading partners. I'm confident that they would put it to good use. Alternatively, we could transfer some of your subject to the Heartless and use it to increase trade between your own walls. A profitable option to be sure. I would like Heartless to be repaired. Yeah, lost some profit factor, but that's fine. Certainly. And what use do you have in mind for that ship afterwards? Well, we can take it as an escort ship. Heck it, let's take it as an escort ship. Escorted by Heartless, Oculus Ignis gained ability. The Rogue Trader ship has been escorted by the frigate Heartless. Oh yeah, baby! I believe we can perform all the certain necessary repairs on the Heartless with the shortest time. The only fighter launch bay and certain parts of the hull might pose some difficulties. It will take longer to fix those. Regardless, the vessel will be ready to serve the Dynasty without a delay. Well, now that all the financial matters have been resolved, allow me graciously to take my leave. The valuables must all be meticulously, oh my goodness, inventoried. Okay. As I say, Giannis, as I say. I don't like this guy. Really don't. In a good way, I guess. Wink! Oh my god, the first thing I can see. Wink. Wink to, like... Why is it even an option here? Oh my god. Solomon, there is no more... there is one more thing, Road Trader. Your performance aboard the Heartless was highly appreciated. As an additional token of gratitude from the Adeptus Abats, I will be joining your personal security detail at least until we arrive to Dragonus to meet with the Marshal. He has businesses to discuss with you, and I have a mountain of reports to write up about this operation. I assume throwing you out of an airlock right now would prompt questions from your Marshal. Oh my god, that's awful. Assigning the Adeptus Abites is duty of every subject of the Imperium. I will take you to Dragonus as soon as circumstances permit. That's how we're talking. Yeah. Circumstances can always be like, you know, sorry. I hope those circumstances arrive soon. The longer our journey, the longer criminals remain outside the reach of Emperor's justice. Yeah. You're free to go. Yeah, this one I've already saw. This one. No. Here it is. 5 damage negotiation. Nice. And those... Oh, I have 2. Wait a minute. Long-range broadside plasma macro cannons which fire 2 shots dealing 21. Long-range macro cannons with 2 autonomous aiming modules. Can be used twice per turn. Oh, that's how. Okay, let's put it to starboard. Oh! Port and starboard. This is so good. This is so good, actually. For anyone who don't know, starboard is right side, port side is left side. This is so huge. Okay, add to cargo, development. And we can actually... Oh, yeah. Next shot gains +2 extra range. While moving, the flagship may take this next 90 degrees turn instead of usual 45. Reinforce a chosen sector of flagship with shields is reinforced until it suffers damage. The reinforced sector has an increased chance of absorbing enemy attack and losing only half of its strength when absorbing damage. Using this to remove any reinforcements. Okay, warp wave. Follow the team room. Cause an enemy ship to immediately turn 45 or 90 degrees, depending on the ship maneuverability. If the enemy ship have suffered hull damage, it's abrupt. Oh, yeah, this one good and this one good actually. Reinforced shield also not too bad, but let's take this one. Yep. Oh. Okay. 2. Nice. I like it. We have some stuff. Swing turn. You have torpedo control. And you know what? Actually, if I have Solomon in my let's say like that, personal army, yeah, I would like to have I guess would like to have Abelard removed. We need Pascal. Yeah, we need him. We definitely need him. And as I said, posts. We already done posts. Thank you. As I said previous time, we are going to speak to everyone on the board of our ship. Henrix looks at you intently. His head tilted. Oh, you wanted to discuss the nature of your mission.
Yes, but not here. I wouldn't want our conversation to be gossip fodder on the bridge and in the officers' mess.
Let's go. Thank you for finding an opportunity to talk. I trust now would be a good time to explain the reason of my return aboard your ship. I welcome the chance to assist the Inquisition with inquiries on Galax. Lord Captain, your enthusiasm is commendable. The interrogator smiles, but his eyes remain cold. To business then. The cult of Final Dawn. The madman preacher the heretical doctrine among the denizens of the Corona's expanse and instigate crimes against the throne and humanity. One such crime took place in your protectorate. The Lord Inquisitor considered it necessary to have one of his acolytes accompany the rogue trader on the voyage into the corrupted region. I also need to meet with one of my observers on the capital world of your domain. Why would Order Xenos agents investigate Chaos Cult? You are well versed in how the Inquisition is organized, Legrand. Yes. Initially, our arrival in the Corona's expanse was dedicated by the needs to fight Xenos, but there is more. The cult is tangentially related to my main specialization. Perhaps I will be able to reveal the full truth someday, but right now I ask you to display humility and patience. Okay. The Lord Inquisitor mentioned in his letter that he is willing to show innocence toward my actions that would otherwise be interpreted as radical. That is correct. I should show greater tolerance of the mistakes of newly appointed rogue trader. To be frank, I'm surprised the Lord Inquisitor is not the type to indulge the weakness of soul and mind, even in someone who only recently accepted the burden of a lofty title. Of course they have spies in Von Valance's world. I want to know more about the cult of the Final Dawn. Chaos worshippers, most often agents of the throne, round into lone renegades, stirring up the rebels, insane prophets, and hysteric visionaries preaching the end of the days. A peasant comet, a mutant rebellion, an onslaught of monsters. Each time they come up with new reason why people should prostrate themselves and quiver in fear. Much effort and blood of those loyal to the Golden Throne were sent before we established the connection between those heretics. However, the cult of the Final Dawn is something greater than a gaggle of misguided seers and fortune tellers. They cleverly spread their agents all over the Corona's expanse, disseminating heresy among honest people on the Imperial worlds. There's a certain strategy to the actions that change whenever we got too close. And finally, they have enough military power to have had the two ships that we had sent after them later discovered as wreckage. Ooh. The growing difficulty is making warp jumps is determined to us, but is unlikely is inconvenience those who engage in vile sorcery day in and day out. Can Henrik cites. After the event on Rakat Minoris, I suspected the cult might have built its nest inside Winterscale's domain, but the last reports indicate it is your protectorate that harboring heretics. Being in your entourage improves my chances of getting closer to the sect. You have spies on the Von Valance's world. The person I mentioned is not a spy but a secretary in the administrative department on Dragon. The planet's governor and Theodore were fully aware of his status. His duty is to fulfill a sacred oath of Golden Throne and eliminate threats to the Imperium which Corona's expanse have in abundance. His name is Achilles Calanda. As soon as we contact Dragonus, I will introduce you as the new head of the dynasty. I'm sure you will appreciate the presence of such advisor among your subjects, and I suggest you need his word at least occasionally. A cast called in my protectorate, Henriks. Are you laying an accusation against my dynasty? Cast treachery cast treads softly, Legrand. The main danger of secret cults and secrets is that they are like seeds. They can remain in the ground for decades, safe from all scrutiny, until an opportunity to sprout, grow, and bear monstrous fruits presents itself. The emergence of a cult, one of the rogue traders' planets, doesn't mean the dynasty head himself is chaos worshipper. Having said that, it should be noted that Theodore von Valacius was famous for her loose interpretations of freedom granted by the warrant. Yeah, I already figured that out. Bloodline can be stained by the ancestral transgressions. If it's indeed so, it is in your best interest to do whatever necessary to redeem yourself, and then perhaps you will get a chance to salvage your distant reputation. Yeah, I do remember this object on the table from the first episodes. I have already agreed to give you a place aboard my ship. What else? The rogue trader should deliver me to the system that contains the industrial world of Kaviagama. I will then accompany you to the surface and determine what the cult is planning and how it intends to use the resources that have fallen into their clutches, which may very well include the blessed engineers of Adeptus Mechanicus and even the followers of Omniscience themselves. I will be frank, the answer is this to this question is unlikely to please either of us. Oh, wait a minute. No, I didn't ask Hanson. The machinators of chaos usually go beyond solely inflicting countless deaths and destruction. When the plans come to fruition, would lead to far more terrible consequences. One of the systems of Coronis expanses already lost. May the Emperor protect us from watching this tragedy play out again. Yeah, I don't want my systems to be like that. Why did your suspicions fall on Kaviagama? Disjointed pieces of data that finally merged into a single picture. Additionally, not long ago, a vessel from that world arrived on footfall. The reports from the crew were confused and alarming, making me fear the planet-wide rebellion. Oh, we need to go there. We meet a Chaos Space Marine on Rykot Minoris. Do we risk running into his brothers? Oh, I don't doubt that we will. Unfortunately, we will face some more Space Marines here. I have no doubt it will happen sooner or later, Legrand. Chaos Space Marines siding with the cult is very, very bad news. Most likely they kept away until recently, pulling the puppets' strings from a respectable distance. The traitor seldom shows up alone. The best we can count on is having to deal with just a squad of Chaos Space Marines in Coronis Expanse and not the entire company. Oh yeah. Things are getting spicy. I won't let anyone throw their weight around on my walls, be they a servant of chaos, Xenos, or heretics. A commendable aspiration for a person who holds the fates of billions of people and thousands of imperial walls in his hands. Oh my god, I do? Nice. Which is why you need to be even more vigilant when looking for seeds of corruption on your planets. Let they sprout someday and spell doom for whatever is tangled up in their roots. You know, maybe we should switch to fully dogmatic. Like, burn everything down. Even the slight suspicion of heresy, burn down the planet, the fucking planet itself. I don't care. Heresy is heresy. Maybe. That is enough discussion about the archenemy Sevens. Tell me about the Drukhari who stole Rykot's son. The Drukhari, one of the branches of Eldari and ancient vicious Xenos race. Those creatures are living terror to ordinary people who fall prey to the raids for the simple reason that the victims are not killed outright, but instead become their playthings. Just as you and I need air to survive, Drukhari require psychic energy born from torment and pain, which they extract from their captivities with uncanny expertise. Yeah, Drukhari is one of the worst. Their ships, which are difficult to mistake for any other, arrive suddenly and undetected. Their stealth technologies greatly surpass the capabilities of standard Imperium Argue arrays. The objective of their raids is never to capture a world or ship. No, they are only interested in fresh victims. After filling the holes with living captives, they disappear into a webway, a different dimension which conceals the greatest stronghold, Komrah, the dark city of Drukhari, from which none can hope to escape. Yeah, we saw one Drukhari. I do not know why Drukhari stole Raikar's son and brought about the fulfillment of the cult's prophecies. Perhaps the Xenos themselves have played into the archenemy design, or perhaps Aurora's divination in fact described Drukhari's actions. There is only one thing I can say with absolute certainty. There is no alliance between Cult of the Final Dawn and the Xenos. It is simply impossible. Why not? Why not, you stupid bastard? In fact, I do remember I read in one book about well, not an ally, but Drukhari had semi-similar targets. They had only one same enemy as the arch enemy, the Black Templar. Yeah, Black Templars, and they were absolutely allied with arch enemy. So I must go about my business. Is there anything else I need to know? Let me put it this way. You may think whatever you want of me, but my goal is not to hinder you. I'm here to help you in fight against foes you may not even be aware of. You have my word that I will provide every assistance in uprooting the heresies that has sprouted on the Von Valencia's walls while the master was away, and that I will try to be more patient with the less genius flaws of the bearers of the warrant are sometimes known to have. He would be the best option as the master of the whispers for my vessel. Thank you for sparing time, Lord Captain. And I'm absolutely understand what he's doing. So it's harsh, it's difficult. This one, it's yeah. Aldari weapon will go there. This will go there. All of it. I'm not sure about those. This one will go also. Let's store those. We don't actually need them, I guess. Maybe we're gonna need them and we will miss them. That's fine. That's oh yeah, I don't really like this one. Okay. This time we spoke with Henriks. Next time, I guess, who else we have down there? Oh, Kibela. Yeah, Kibela. Okay. So anyway, we've got. Oh yeah, speaking of. Starship remains, Hulk. All this stuff. Unknown. Oh, there is some trophies in there. That's good. Let's start visiting all the stuff like that, yeah? Begin scanning. What do we have here? Valley of Sleep. The crew has discovered the hidden valley littered with thousands of animal skeletons. A geodata suggests there's some kind of sleeping gas vents here. It's likely the enemy don't realize they are headed for deadly trap or even come here to die on purpose. Ooh, even this amount of skill is not enough. Study the gas. Succeeded. After Cyrus' experiments, the ship's weaponsmith managed to perfect a few different types of ammunition. Oh. Okay. That's it. Continental Vault. yeah, let's go there. That's quite interesting. Oh, that's my my perfect profit factor is 22. Oh. Well, what can you do? What can you do, yeah? Dead worlds. Okay. Hulk. What's that? The Eggers have detected the wreckage of worship vicinity, but the exact nature of this wreckage remains unclear. Pick up several pieces of wreckage. Some of the wreckage is made of plastic, the rest is some unknown material. Study the fragments further is now impossible due to severe corrosive damage. The non-metallic fragments also bear burn marks. Look for the source of wreckage. Gear crew reports that it's registered no evidence of disasters that could have produced such debris. Continue on your voyage. That's it? Okay. Somebody been shot? Ooh, plus steel. Do you want to set up and extract them start? Yes, I guess. Planets in Corona's expanse are teeming with valuable resources. Before these resources can be harvested, however, an extractorium needed to be set up in the other world. Yeah, okay. Resources required to develop colonies and complete contracts. You can also use them to trade with various factions. Oh my goodness, this game is huge. New contracts are available in the journal. Increase your profit factor. Oh, I was thinking how to do that. Fulfilling contracts also cost a certain amount of resources or share if you prefer contracts. Okay, listen up. That's really interesting. That's really huge one. That's really huge one. And this is the starship remains, I guess, from that one. What do we have here? Some loot. Smuggler's cash. Ooh. Okay. Give it that. Nothing else. Nothing else. Okay. Huge sun. Huh? That's it? Nothing else? Okay. Okay. Ooh, wait a bit. Yeah. I need to repair. Like that. This is upgrade whole RAM. No, I don't need to upgrade RAM. Arsenals. Okay. All features. Oh, there is a force field, yeah? Okay. And starboard side. Oh, okay. Going back to Furibundus. Do we need to? Oh my god, there is another one. This map is freaking huge. Oh, you can just add so much DLCs here to fulfill all the map. What's that? Supply footfall, restore shipment from Janos. Janos is on the Verbunde system, no? Audience with Arbites. It's Dragonos. Okay. Oh, Kibilla. As I am now fated to be your shadow, the Milagran, we must perform a ritual that will seal our bond for it pleases the Undying One. Let us speak on the bridge and I will take us to place appropriate for the ritual. What is this ritual? Come and you will see. I do not wish to speak with mysteries of the Bloodspawn wet over the walks. This knowledge is not meant for the ears of uninitiated. I will be there. Thank you, the main. Yeah. Pascal, I wish to inform you that sacred ritual addressed to the spirit of the ship have been performed. The tech liturgy and the rite of the machine blessing ended with determination in order to comprehend the nature of the miracles sent down by Amnesia. Acquisition of sacred knowledge has not been recorded. How the spirit of the warship was able to call upon the power of the machine god and activate the warp drive remains an unknown. Yet during my meditative rituals, the Amnesia gave me the equally valuable revelation. The sacred spirit that lives in the bowels of the ship mechanism differs from the other analogous forms. This spirit holds unique powers that cannot be called anything less than blessing of the machine god. So what does it mean? Hypothesis in extremis. The ship spirit is capable of making unpredictable calculations and actions. It is impossible to predict how it will behave in any given situation, but I believe the spirit is currently showing obedience. At least for now, I recommend that we continue monitoring the ship and prepare for new manifestations. Report is received, thank you, Pascal. Sign our soul comprehends all. As you say. As you say, my dear friend. This one is the red pass. Uncharted system. Yeah, okay, let's go here. Permission to report, Lord Captain. I keep receiving messages about strange behavior in certain ship systems. All decks report the uncontrollable opening and closing of doors, gates and airlocks. They behave erratically and do not obey the operator's command. Regrettably, this has led to casualties among the crews. The tech priests have explained that these phenomena are being caused by machine spirits irascibility and have sent ours chanting litanies to soothe their anger. Unfortunately, many crew members were badly injured before the prayers could stabilize the system. We need to do something about that, no? Okay. Warship management. Now, back to the bridge. Let's see what Gibella wants. Where is she? And what she wants? Yeah, here she is. Gibella. I'm ready for beginning the ritual.
Then
let's go. Let's do it. You're going to slice me a little bit. Bound by blood. By a kiss. Nah. She's strong and independent. Well, not really independent.
Are you ready to step into the labyrinth, Domin?
Oh my god, more labyrinth. What all this on the floor?
Instructions, directions, a depiction of the puzzle that can only be solved within one's own consciousness by following its bends and turnings. I do not require these lines to find my way, but for you, they will serve as a guiding thread.
Okay. What exactly are we going to do?
This is the ritual of binding. By the Undying One's will, our fates are now as one. But I must still guide you into the maze of my mind. Although it is my predestination alone to walk its corridors in search of answers, your image must become part of the tangle. For I am your shadow, Domin, and your presence will aid me in sensing whatever threats may be looming over you.
Okay, I'm ready, Kibi. Let's
Your
begin.
weapon for the ritual. Watch the lines on the floor. You can only pass through the gaps. The rest, you need not know. Enter the labyrinth, Domin.
Oh, okay. I'm not immediately that's actually interesting.
You are now upon the path. Your shadow now walks the labyrinth, and my gaze can now see when danger draws near you.
Despite what a captivating expression of your culture.
We are not doing this for your amusement, Domin, nor is it an expression. That which you do not comprehend still has meaning.
I only think to understand why this matters to you to understand you. Nah. Yeah.
Understand me? Why, Domin? My fate is preordained, and our places assigned. We both must serve the Undying One, as his design foretells. But if such is indeed your wish, my path of service to the Undying Emperor is one of many twists and pitfalls. Every mind is fraught with weakness, and only by honing it tirelessly can one achieve focus and prime one's perception. I envision the tenets of the web as a maze of tangles and dead ends. Each time I go into a trance, be it one of the soul or of battle, I walk this path from beginning to end. And now that you're a part of it, you will be there with me when next I enter the labyrinth. You may deem it strange. You live in a world so far removed from my own that such rituals must seem absurd to you. I am sure I would find your rituals equally mystifying.
To an outside observer, what happened here would have looked like an ordinary fight, but you sense gasp something more. They allow you to perceive a fragile bond that has formed between the two of you in the midst of blade dance. It is as if Kibella's mind has opened up, reached out to yours, and quietened itself with it. A surprising display of power and direction from someone who possesses no psychic abilities to appears to be unaware of their own gift. Yeah, you're right. Our rituals are simply too different for us to distinguish each other. No. Let's not say like that, yeah? My rituals, what do you mean?
You are empowered by the will of the Undying One himself. And yet, when I look at your life, I am surprised. You follow a different thread. One that does not seem as strict to your thoughts and deeds. There is so much luster.
Hmm. Mm. My world is more than mere luster. Perhaps it would help you to have a closer look at my life.
Your world is alien to me, Domin, and yet having some knowledge of it could help me to improve my service to both you and the Undying One. Permit me, then, to observe one of the rituals that fills your life. I will do so with gratitude. The Labyrinth has accepted you. We have danced amid the crossing lines and minds, and by the dance, we are now bound.
Okay. That's some interesting interactions. Yeah, and like if she want to be like really powerful one exemplar, yeah, she just need to know a lot. She need to know a lot. Okay. Oh, what do we have? Teleconception, footfall, expensive supply trim stores, reclaim what lost. Bring Henrix to Kagagama. Marshall. Yeah, this one. Accepted Lord Captain's invitation to learn more about some ceremonial customs of the ship's upper deck. In order to host a truly memorable ceremony, the Lord Captain should discuss the preparations with the High Factorum on the bridge. Dr. High Factorum? I guess... Yanis! Get your ass over here! Yeah, I would like to introduce Kibela to some of the custom practices among people of my stature. Show her what life is like on the upper decks, so to speak. Your lordship is most controlled, but what exactly did you have in mind? I was counting on you to choose appropriate ritual. I believe he's one of those who would be able, I guess, to do something interesting. You do not have time to puzzle over such trivial solutions. I'll see what can be arranged, and do not worry for a single moment. I promise to find the most suitable approach. I will contact you the moment have everything. I have something to offer. I really hope so, Yanis. I really hope so. Who else we can talk? Abelard.
Lord Captain.
That's interesting. I have discovered that there are some caches left by Theodore somewhere on Dragonos and Kavegama. Do you know anything about this?
It is wise for a rogue trader to have caches where they can safely store important information. And utterly unwise to share the coordinates of such caches with anyone. Even one's most trusted associates. I'm afraid I do not know how to find the caches, but I can offer some help. Your predecessor used this numeric code to deactivate certain defense systems in her service. If I know Lady Theodora as well as I think, then I'm quite certain that she left her caches well guarded. In that case, this code will be useful to you.
Okay, we've received the code. That's interesting.
To
Henrik.
what do I owe this visit?
Anything to say? Not really. I was hoping that you will say anything about Kibela. Voxmaster? Or we already like completed? Have Spears brought anything interesting lately? No. Okay. Bye bye. Light Salmon. Enrich. No. Cassia, darling. My darling.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
What does your special sight reveal?
Master Anthar is enveloped in dense gold, but like the sun on an ice world, its radiance offers no warmth, only the steely sheen of immovability. Sometimes I see flashes of another color. It is as if the metal carapace were only a screen, but deep down inside, scarlet fire rages. I have enjoyed your company.
I'm sure in it. Okay. You know what? I would like actually to... He's making arrangement for event. He will let Lord Captain know. Yeah, okay. So we can visit the system, I guess. And I would like to... Oh, the pirates. Okay. That's interesting. J. What should we do with the drunken sailor?
I can see crimson lights in the void.
Three. Okay, heartless. So it's actually following me. That's good.
Fire at will.
Okay, nice damage. Missed one time. Let's do starboard side. Oh shoot. One more time. Wait a minute. Like that.
Salvo!
Nice. And one more time.
Take us in.
Amount of damage. Oh my god. Can we turn this guy like immediately go somewhere else? Yeah. Oh, we've shot a couple of times actually. Okay. And you actually okay, missed. Ooh, that's huge one. Heartless. He's freaking destroying everything. Yeah, let's turn
All hands,
around.
prepare for acceleration. Coordinates set.
And let's end it down. This fight is actually like entertainment after the fight versus Heartless. Okay, so you were saying
Lance batteries, volley! Helmsman, take us in.
Destroyed. Nice. Some more experience, that's good. Some more scrap, that's also good. Let's repair. Only 8 scrap. I have 154. We need 50. Ram damage, reduce damage from ram. No. This one. 50 scrap. Yep. Nice. Space dust, Hulk. Okay. Let's visit the space dust. Whatever that is. Trophies. Fuel. Oh, yes, baby. Nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, space dust is basically our fuel. That's good. Good. This monocle grants of a 15 to commerce. Okay. And now let's explore the planet. Might be something interesting in there. Imperium cartographers and chroniclers know this place well. Long ago, the planet was a prosperous outpost capable of eclipsing even footfall. There used to be a Cyclopean tomb stations on its orbit, the final resting place of Cornelius Sota, one of the discoverers of Corona's expanse. The tomb gave its name to the entire system. Tomb. Why is it tomb? There is no double O. It's tomb. No, for me, not the native speaker of English language. It's really, some of the words are really surprising me every time. I just cannot like get over it. However, about 400 years ago, an unknown cosmic body rammed onto the station, causing it to collapse onto the planet. Not only did the catastrophe kill the settlers, it also made the world uninhabitable. For centuries, the crater formed by the station impact can still be observed from the orbit. Soto's tomb became a sepulchre for the entire planet. Sepulchre? I guess sepulchre. This sordid place has neither life nor loot, but knowing the nasty tricks that life can pull is a treasure in its own right. Okay, we have 5+ still here. Yep. Let's start mining this stuff. That's mine, thank you. So this one is finished. So basically, Oh, yeah, okay. So basically, when we enter any system, we need to chart the map. Yeah, I guess. Reduce difference. No, it's fine if we will find some problems. I guess we will try to face it. Lord Captain, I hasten to report the disturbing news brought me to the machine spirit of the ship. The matter is extremely delicate and concerns Lady Cassia. You see, since her first day aboard, her presence has been disturbance of the crew way of life. If you allow, have prepared detailed report. Deliver your report. The first incident occurred immediately after your departure from Elcart 5. The lady navigator chased one of the ship's runners, after which he went to his living quarters, killed his family, and then shot himself. The second incident was noted while traversing the warp. The Lady Navigator gave the pilots the wrong instructions, and the warship was torn off course for a matter of minutes, but it was enough for the forces of the Immaterium to anger the machine spirits enough for them to start a fire in the service bay. After that, the officer living near the Lady Navigator's quarters began to express extreme emotions: hysteria, apathy, euphoria, rage. This is quite detrimental to the crew morale and performance. The last incident was recorded on Footfall. Around 100 living birds were delivered on board during our stay on Footfall. Each bird cost a hefty sum, but I have failed to discover the purpose of subsequent fate. I was also told about a conflict between Lady Navigator and St. Charles. Alas, with no details. If you like, you can ask my adversary directly. Things are even worse with J. Hedari. I intercepted a Voxcast in which she promised she would, and I quote, "and that Kashka if he's ever saw her again." If she ever saw her again. If I may, Lord Captain, the Lady Navigator's state of mind worries me. She is self-contained and does not mesh with the crew at all, which is why everyone avoids her. Even senior officers can be superstitious. I fear that only you are in position to talk to her on an equal footing and improve the situation for the sake of the crew's safety and that of Lady Casas herself. Yeah, we need to talk to her. Yanis. Lord Captain, I have done as commanded. Everything has been prepared for your ritual of Mr. Scabella. As selected few upper deck officers are ready to leave the post to attend for formal gathering and praise your lordship's name, we can begin at your... What? Praise your lordship's name. I doubt that Gibella will enjoy praising my name. I'm confident that Mr. Scabella will appreciate the effort, both yours and mine. What could be more representative of Lord Captain inner circle than a formal event in the company of the most eminent members of the crew? This is such a bad idea, actually. Cancel the gathering or not? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's risk it. Splendid. Oh, I just want to cancel this gathering. You know what? Screw it. I don't trust it. I don't trust this guy. I don't trust, but screw it. Let's do this. Bullshit, whatever it will be. It will be done. I shall signal the servants and notify the invented parties immediately. Let me demonstrate the midst of Scabella just how strong our vessel spirits of cameras truly is. I'm not sure that she will see it that way, actually. Well, I don't see it that way. But, in fact, Imperium is working like that. So, yeah. Let's do it. Oh. I would like to replace painting of the late Theodora in my chambers. Hand my... Oh, yeah. Will be done, your lordship. Los Amaro has skilled fighters. What this one means. Retinue with skilled fighters. Not really understand, but yeah, okay. Never mind. Chicasta. What do we need to do? Everything is ready for the gathering of the officer's deck. Yeah? So Hamza, Henrik. Almost expensive a lot. Should I talk to Kibela? I guess. Kibi. Our good friend Yanis decided to do some freak
Damn
show.
it.
Would you like to see it? I would secret my style. Touch your own flesh with me. Did you ever met Theodore? If I'm dying with my name, tell me about that. No.
Maybe.
Wait a minute. For the gathering in the officer's deck. Ooh, what's that? What's that? Someone's hiding from me something. Fuel system analysis starts the diagnosis of failure data system operational. Oh no. Something is going to blow. I should never touch anything again. I just got this machine spirit. Oh my god. Like with my buttery fingers just press every freaking button. What's that? I'm in charge here. Okay, officer's deck. Yeah? Everything's ready on the officer's deck. Let's do it. As I freaking thought. Giannis just made a freaking fist. Oh. Kibela stands out clearly from the officers in attendance. Both her favorite and full regala of member of the Bloodsport went over formal attire and for the empty space around her. The other attendants are keeping their distance as if an air mortal danger repels from your companion. Oh no, why? Dunrock, whose keen-worried gaze is locked on the Kibela and Woe's mouth is stretched into the most courteous of smiles, gives you a hurried bow. Your lordship. The man, you're here. Kibela sounds neither excited nor sullen. Her tone is indifferent as her fearsome metal claw clutches a slice of fruit from one of the plates. How are you? I feel wrong. Strange people, strange sounds and gestures. Kibela lets out sharp breath. Her gaze becomes vacant and her hand reaches for the table knife. I'm losing myself in this whirlpool. I guess grasping the knife, she begins to cave lines right into the expensive wooden tabletop. A nervous murmur runs through the crowd. Their tense gaze are locked on the harmless looking, barely sharpened metal utensil in the hand of the cultist of the blood. Okay. Yeah, let's look. Let's try to pursue her. I see you have already mastered the art of commanding attention. You seem to be quiet in your element. I suppose that's true, Doman. I will not fluster your subject's father. Wait. She blinks in surprise and looks up at you. She glances back and forth, seemingly prolonged meaning on your words, and then her clear, genuine laughter fills the room, startling everyone around her. Oh, so she do enjoy doing the stuff like that. Okay. Kibela glances at the maze she has inscribed and sighs. Whenever I lose my thread, whenever I am forced astray by the outside world, I return to the labyrinth. It has all the answers. My meditation helped. In finding my way out, I regain myself and praise the righteous of serving the undying. Gesture at her spinner's mask and regalia. Your choice of attire is not customary for such gathering. My parents tells those around me, who am I? Everyone here is wearing a mask for their respective thread. Is this not a requirement for your rituals? How do you like the ceremonies on the upper decks? I'm attempting to pierce through the flourish shell of the core, yet it continues to elude me. What is the purpose of this ritual, Dominrogan? Explain it to me. Gratitude. My crew is willing to give their lives for the dynasty, and this is my way of praising their service, I guess. Does one merit gratitude for doing what they do to demands? Would these people act differently without show of appreciation? I hope that's not the case. Yeah, she's absolutely right, but this is how people actually do. They expect you to do certain stuff, and when you do this certain stuff which they were expecting and which you should do, they're giving some gestures of gratitude to you. This is all the freaking rituals. I'm too conspicuous besides the rest of your servants. Fitting mark that is what is required for a ritual like this. I came unprepared. It will not happen again. I see you have found delicacy that is to your liking. Food like this is impossible to come by in the lower base. I do not know what is this, but it tastes incredible. Oh, so you're a foodie. And she even smiled. She can? Okay. I sense that the gathering was a terrible mistake. Dunrock sighs heavily and looks down. Why? You have looked behind the curtain at my existence, and I have looked at yours. I do not think that we have heard all the words that should have been spoken here today. It's because you do not wish to say them in front of witnesses? I grow wary of crowd. Take a walk with me. I hope we're not romancing her. Kibela avoids your gaze as two of you walks away from the other guests. She seems calm, but the sight Tremble running down her right hand betrays her agitation. Once you are alone, she looks straight at you. I have discerned what you are doing here. I know that you calling it a ritual was a ruse. True rituals are constant, immutable, like the cycles of the cooling machines in the ship's bowels of the shifts of the base 7. This was spontaneous, something you prepared just for me, and then you stayed at my side the entire time. Now here you are, gathering me yet another request. Why is that? What do you mean, why? There is no place for idle benevolence, neither along your thread nor along mine. Yet you offer me attention and privilege that are both undeserved and unnecessary. Why? You are my instrument, you are my blade, one that I intend to maintain. You wanted to sharpen me. You're wise. Now that I have studied your world, I can excel as your protector, your servant. Thank you for giving me this clarity. I have seen enough to understand what marks and gestures his servant use around you. This is enough. Let us each return to our respective threads and aspire to give our all to Undying One, now and forever. Yeah. This was awkward moment. I would say, if that would happen in real life with me. No, you know, I guess Legrand just clearly showed her that he's not, like, you know, he's not going to. Okay, anyway. Oh. It's to take the place rule, protect the right to command the success. The router must master every aspect of newly acquired power. Complete the development and improving highest difficulty in a colony, establishing a colony, strike a deal with influence of partner. Okay. Work system needs through calibration. Meet with the Moxta Master on the bridge to discuss the matter. Yeah, okay. We need to do with those problems that Vox Master told us about. We had some good time, just a little bit, some entertainment, and now time to do some stuffs. But this stuff going to wait until next time, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you really soon. Bye bye.